Hi all. Today I come up with the interesting topic Fortigate Firewall Deep Understanding continuation with the earlier session. So today I come up with the L2 engineers who already working or if anyone moving his career to the L2 engineers, this training will help them to increase their um, confidence while working on Fortigate Firewall on troubleshooting with customers. Here is a structured, step-by-step, deep understanding and troubleshooting guide for FortiGate firewall tailored for L2 engineers. FortiGate firewalls are developed by Fortinet and run on FortiIOS. As an L2 engineer, your focus is analysis, structured troubleshooting, and controlled configuration changes, not guesswork. Build a strong foundation, deep understanding. Understand the FortiGate packet flow, core concept, every troubleshooting case revolves around packet flow. When traffic hits FortiGate, packet enters ingress interface, session table, session table lookup, routing lookup, policy lookup top to bottom, NAT decision, security profile inspection, egress interface, session created. If traffic fails, it is failing to one of these stages. Always ask at which stage is the packet dropping. Master firewall policies. Go to policy objects, firewall policies, understand deeply, field, meaning, incoming interface, entry point, outgoing interface, exit point, source, source IP slash user, destination IP, service, port slash protocol, action, accept slash deny, NAT, required for internet. Critical concepts for L2. Policy order matters, top to bottom. Shadow policies can override intended rule. Logging must be enabled for visibility. Check via CLI. Show firewall policy. Deep routing understanding. Routing decides where packet goes. Check routing table. Get router info routing table all. Verify default route exists, correct next op, correct interface, administrative distance, check policy routes, diagnose firewall pre-route list, common L2 issues, policy route overriding static route. NAT deep understanding, source NAT, SNAT, are used for outbound traffic. Check NAT enabled in policy, use outgoing interface IP, using IP pool, destination NAT VIP, used for inbound access. Check VIP, show firewall VIP, common mistakes, VIP created but no policy, ISP not routing public IP, asymmetric routing. The session table, very important. FortiGate is stateful. Check sessions. Diagnose sys session state. Find specific sessions. Diagnose sys sessions list. Grep IP. Clear session. Diagnose sys session clear. Many L2 use issues are fixed by clearing the stuck sessions. Step by step troubleshooting framework. Golden troubleshooting method. Always follow this order: interface status, routing, policy, NAT, security profiles, session table, logs, debug flow. Never skip steps. Step 1: check internet interface status. Get system interface physical. Look for link up slash down, speed mismatch errors. Step 2: verify routing. Get router info, routing table details, destination IP. If no route, traffic drops. Check policy match, log and report. Forward traffic filtered by source IP, destination IP. Check policy ID, action, NAT applied. If no policy match, implicit deny. Check NAT outbound issue, NAT enabled. Inbound issue, VIP configured, policy referencing VIP, state 5, security profile blocking, check IPS logs, web filter logs, antivirus logs, temporarily test by removing security profile controlled test. Check the session table. If policy changed but traffic still failing, clear session. Diagnosis session clear. Use debug flow, advanced L2 skills. This is your strongest troubleshooting tool. Example scenario. User 192.168.1.10 cannot access 8.8.8. Apply filter. Diagnose debug flow filter. Address 192.168.1.1. Enable debug. Diagnose debug flow session console enable. Diagnose debug enable. Look for root lookup result, policy ID mismatched, denied by policy, reverse path check fail, no route, disable debug, diagnose debug disable, diagnose debug reset. Whenever you enable the debug on any firewall, immediately disable the debug after checking the debug logs because it will consume more CPU and memory usage. It will impact the user performance issue. VPN troubleshooting, IPsec VPN, site to site, check tunnel, diagnose VPN tunnel list, phase 1 issues, PSK mismatch, proposal mismatch, peer IP wrong, debug IKE, diagnose debug application IKE 1, diagnose debug enable. Phase 2 issues, subnet mismatch, missing route, missing policy, SSL VPN remote users, checked connected users, diagnose VPN SSL list, common issues, user not in correct group, portal misconfigured, split tunnel missing route, expired certificate. Performance troubleshooting. Check CPU and memory, get system performance status. If CPU high, check processes, diagnose sysstop, common causes, IPS overload, DDoS attack, logging overload, session flood. Check NPU offloading, diagnose NPU NP6 session status. If sessions not offloaded, UTM features enabled, asymmetric routing, unsupported configurations. Part 5 HA troubleshooting. Check HA. Get system HA status. Look for primary/secondary state, sync status, uptime difference, common problems, config not syncing, split brain, failover not triggering. Real world L2 cases. Case 1 Internet not working. Check interface up, default route not enabled, DNS policy logging. Case 2 VPN connected but no access. Check VPN zone policy 2 route back to VPN subnet. Phase 2 selectors NAT conflict. Public server not accessible. Check VIP created firewall policy ISP routing server local firewall asymmetric routing. High CPU suddenly. Check DDoS, IPS blocking, bot infection, access logging. Common L2 mistakes not checking policy order, ignoring session table, changing config without log check, forgetting reverse path check, running debug without filter, not disabling debug. L2 engineer mindset. Think like this: where is the packet entering? Which route is chosen? Which policy is matched? Is NAT applied? Is security profile blocking? Is session created? Troubleshooting is elimination, not assumption. This is the last session for today's class in Fortigate Firewall for L2 engineers. Thank you.